A lemon is cut open. Its skin releases a fine mist of aromatic oil. Juice gathers along the blade. One bright drop falls into a glass of water, and within seconds the drink turns cloudy. It looks refreshing, harmless, almost too ordinary to deserve a second thought. But after you swallow it, where does that lemon actually go? Does it enter your blood? Does it change your circulation? And is there any truth behind the claim that lemon water can somehow flush your bloodstream clean? The answer begins with a surprise. The sharp liquid touching your tongue does not rush directly into your veins, and it does not scrub the inside of your blood vessels. Your body is far more controlled than that. Every useful compound must survive digestion, cross a carefully guarded intestinal barrier, and enter a circulation system whose chemistry is regulated minute by minute. Lemon can influence parts of this system, but not in the way most viral claims suggest. The first sensation is acidity. Lemon juice contains citric acid, which gives it a pH far below that of blood. Yet drinking it does not make your blood acidic. In a healthy person, blood pH is kept inside an extremely narrow range by chemical buffers, the lungs, and the kidneys. A glass of lemon water cannot overpower those systems. If blood chemistry changed as easily as the flavor of a drink, the consequences would be dangerous, not cleansing. Once swallowed, the juice descends into an environment that is already intensely acidic, the stomach. Here it mixes with food, water, enzymes, and gastric acid. The lemon is no longer a recognizable drink. It becomes part of a moving chemical mixture that is released gradually into the small intestine. This is where the story changes, because the intestine is not simply a pipe. Its surface is a vast living border, lined with cells that decide what may pass. Among the compounds approaching that border is vitamin C, also called ascorbic acid. Lemon is famous for it, although the amount in one squeeze may be modest and varies with the fruit and serving size. Specialized transport systems help move vitamin C through intestinal cells and into circulation. It then travels dissolved in the watery portion of blood, reaching tissues that actively take it up. But this is not an unlimited flood. Absorption becomes less efficient at high intakes, the body maintains tight control, and the kidneys remove much of what is not needed. So what does the vitamin C that remains actually do? At the microscopic level, normal metabolism constantly produces reactive molecules. Some are useful signals. In excess, however, they can take electrons from nearby structures, contributing to oxidative stress. Vitamin C can donate electrons, helping neutralize certain reactive species and supporting the body's wider antioxidant network. Think of it less as a lone superhero and more as one member of a coordinated repair crew. It works beside enzymes and other antioxidants, and its value depends on the conditions around it. This matters to blood because blood is always in motion and always exposed to chemistry. Red blood cells carry oxygen through vessels thousands of times their own length. Proteins, fats, immune cells, and signaling molecules share the same current. Antioxidant defenses help protect these components, but drinking lemon water does not coat every cell in an instant shield. Vitamin C contributes to normal protection against oxidative damage. It does not make the bloodstream invulnerable. But this is where lemon gets more interesting. Vitamin C is also required to build collagen, the structural protein that helps support skin, connective tissue, and the walls surrounding blood vessels. Without enough vitamin C, collagen formation fails, tissues weaken, and bleeding can occur, the classic consequences of severe deficiency. Getting adequate vitamin C is therefore essential to vascular integrity. That is an established biological function. It is very different, however, from claiming that extra lemon juice will rebuild arteries or reverse cardiovascular disease. Researchers have also investigated vitamin C, citrus compounds, and endothelial function. The endothelium is the delicate cellular lining inside blood vessels. It senses the passing blood and helps control whether a vessel tightens or relaxes, partly through signals involving nitric oxide. Some studies suggest vitamin C-rich foods or specific interventions may support aspects of this function, especially in certain groups. But results depend on dose, health status, and the rest of the diet. A promising biological mechanism is not the same thing as proof that one daily drink prevents a heart attack. And lemon contains more than vitamin C. Its pulp and peel provide plant compounds known as flavonoids. In laboratory experiments, some citrus flavonoids show antioxidant and anti-inflammatory activity. Inside a human body, the story is more complicated. They are transformed during digestion, interact with gut microbes, and may circulate as metabolites unlike the original compounds studied in a dish. Research continues, but dramatic laboratory effects should not be translated into dramatic promises about a squeeze of juice. Then comes one of lemon's most useful and frequently overlooked effects, one that begins before nutrients ever reach the blood. Iron is essential for hemoglobin, the molecule inside red blood cells that binds oxygen. But iron from plant foods such as beans, lentils, leafy greens, seeds, and fortified grains is often difficult to absorb. In the intestine, vitamin C can change non-heme iron into a form that is easier to take up. It can also help keep that iron soluble, reducing the chance that it becomes trapped in compounds the body cannot absorb efficiently. That means lemon may affect your blood indirectly by helping your body acquire one of the raw materials needed to make healthy red blood cells. Squeezing lemon over lentils, adding it to a bean salad, or eating a vitamin C-rich food with an iron-containing meal can improve non-heme iron absorption. The timing matters. The vitamin C and iron are most useful when they meet in the digestive tract. But even here, context is everything. Lemon is not a treatment for unexplained fatigue or anemia. Low iron can have many causes, including blood loss, inadequate intake, poor absorption, or chronic illness. Too much iron can also be harmful, and some people have conditions that cause excessive iron accumulation. Lemon can assist absorption during a meal. It cannot diagnose the reason someone's blood count is abnormal. Now follow the absorbed nutrients into a blood vessel. Red cells bend through narrow channels. Plasma carries minerals, hormones, proteins, glucose, and metabolic waste. Nothing here resembles the cloudy residue at the bottom of a glass. The lemon has been dismantled, selected, transformed, used, stored, or excreted. This is the central fact hidden by the phrase detox water. Food does not wash through your bloodstream like cleaning fluid. Your blood is continuously processed by organs designed for that job. The liver modifies drugs and metabolic byproducts. The kidneys filter the blood, recover substances the body needs, and send many wastes into urine. The lungs remove carbon dioxide. The digestive system eliminates material that was never absorbed, while enzymes and immune defenses handle countless other compounds. Lemon may contribute nutrients and water, but it does not replace any of these systems or force toxins to pour out of the blood. If lemon water makes someone drink more fluid, that can support normal hydration. Adequate water helps maintain blood volume and allows the kidneys to perform their ordinary work. But that benefit comes mainly from the water, not from a mysterious reaction caused by lemon. More urine after several glasses means more fluid is being processed. It is not visible proof of toxins leaving the body. There are practical ways to use lemon without turning it into medicine. Add fresh juice to water if it helps you choose water over a sugary drink. Squeeze it over salads, vegetables, beans, or lentils. Pair it with meals containing plant-based iron. Keep some pulp when possible, although a squeeze of juice provides far less fiber than eating whole fruit. Most importantly, view it as one part of a varied diet, not as compensation for everything else on the plate. There is also a cost hidden in that clean, sharp taste. Acid repeatedly contacting teeth can soften and erode enamel. Slowly sipping concentrated lemon water all day increases exposure. Diluting the juice, drinking it with a meal, avoiding prolonged swishing, and rinsing the mouth with plain water afterward can reduce contact. Because softened enamel is vulnerable, brushing immediately after an acidic drink may add mechanical wear. Allowing time before brushing is generally kinder to the surface. Lemon may also aggravate reflux or mouth irritation in some people. So, what really happens to your blood after you squeeze lemon into water? Not a shockwave, not an internal rinse, not an instant change in blood pH. Instead, digestion separates a familiar fruit into usable compounds. Vitamin C enters circulation under tight biological control. It supports antioxidant defenses and collagen production. At the intestinal wall, it can improve absorption of non-heme iron, potentially supporting the process that eventually creates oxygen-carrying red blood cells. Citrus compounds may have additional effects, but many of the bigger claims are still being investigated and cannot be reduced to one miraculous glass. And that is the final reveal. Lemon does not flush toxins from your blood. It participates in normal biology. Its real power is quieter, slower, and more believable than the myth. It helps where chemistry permits, stops where physiology sets limits, and leaves the actual cleaning and regulation of blood to the liver, kidneys, lungs, and other systems built for the task. The next time a lemon opens beneath a knife, look past the bright color and the familiar promise of freshness. Inside that small fruit is not a magical cleanser, but but a collection of molecules entering one of the most tightly controlled environments on Earth, the human body. And if an ordinary lemon can have a story this complex, wait until you see what another everyday food may be doing to your blood while